A pineapple a day keeps the bears away. Yes, baby dolls, we have crypto's juiciest news. Bitcoin is still around the $49,000 mark. There's nothing else that we can really talk about in this zone because we're still waiting to see, are we going to complete this little wick up and then wick down consolidation part? There's nothing else much you can really do except just wait for more confirmation here. But the monthly super trend is still way above the green. It's 44,500. This is exactly what we want to see. And of course, there is a pause that's coming out. But you know, putting the Bitcoin price aside, there's actually the most important data of all. It was the CPI. Now, the CPI, otherwise known as the US CPI, friends, that had mixed data. I'm going to show it to you now. So the CPI, friends, the headline data was cool. And then the core data was hot. Hotter than expected. So what they do is with the core data, they trim off like energy and the most volatile stuff, and they just give you like, okay, what are the price of slippers doing? Are the price of fluffy slippers going up or going down? Now, this cooling, you're probably wondering, all right, how do we interpret any of these? Before that, I'm going to give you a bit of a pump, all right? Because this is actually really good for us. I brought up the Fed Watch tool here for you, friends. You actually go to this website as well. You can actually see there are rate changes here. Now, I'm going to show you. If we zoom in, up the top here, there are probabilities. Okay, there are probabilities. And it tells you, okay, what's the chance of a cut, a hold, or a hike? Now, I've selected the date for May 1st. If we go to March, it's pretty much guaranteed to be, look at this, a hold. See, no change, 91%. That's because the US Fed has literally just told everybody, don't expect everything. But on 1st of May, okay, this is when we're expecting initially the top of Altseason. Now there's a 64% chance of a hold, which is bullish. Remember, rate cuts are bearish. Rate cuts is you already hitting the tree in a car and now you push on the brake. It's too late. You've already hit the tree. It's basically a sign that the turn has started. The stock market has an average of minus 27% drawdown after the first rate cut. That's for the past 100 plus years. That's enormous, by the way. Like, you know what I mean? 27% drawdown average, even if it only ends up being 15% for the stock market, and it ends up being like a softish landing. You got to think, will crypto look at that 15% and say, golly gee, let me stand in front of the train? Probably not. Crypto will probably get the weakest of weak hands out and they'll say, well, it's down 15%. How bad is it going to look like when it's down 35%? That's how people are thinking. That's why you have the irrationality. So it's interesting to know that the rate expectations inverted now. So now it's cool, right? It was initially 63% chance of a cut. Now it's down to 37%. That's great because of that hot core CPI. Trust me, that's exactly what we want. It gives us enough time to get the final, basically the final run up. So in an ideal world, if they're going to scam us this year, I would like to see Feb, March, April, May, all of them just have a nice juicy run up of alts, slowly building and then building fast at the end, and it probably has the biggest explosion in May. And then the next FOMC after that is 12th of June. Okay, so 12th of June, friends, if you look at it, has a 75% chance of a cut. Now, here's the thing. You're probably wondering, like, hey, how come you're even assuming that the market is going to top out when they cut rates? Look, we're just guessing. Honestly, we are just guessing. But if you just go back to the last cycle, okay, this, I can't believe, friends, by the way, this is why you like, subscribe, belly button, literally not any other person I watch, no other influencer, no other content creator says what I'm saying right now, which is in the past cycle, when they held rates, it was the bottom of crypto, Bitcoin here. And then when they cut rates, it was literally the top. You see that? Hold rates, cut rates. Okay. This is no stranger to market cycles, what I just showed you. Because if we go to our cycle, I literally was making videos down here saying, hey, they're going to hold rates soon. They're slowing down. So they started holding, slowing down the rates here. And look, wouldn't it be just a fitting narrative? Imagine it's a mirror reflection. Imagine in June, they actually cut rates. And this is actually when they cut. Wouldn't that be great? Not really. I mean, because the crash comes later. But that's why you just got to be ready for everything. We don't know. You don't know what it looks like at those bottoms. That's why when the market gives you euphoria, it's very, very important to just think about, okay, look, I don't know how hard the crash is going to be, but I better have some stable coins just in case. So that's what you want to do, friends. Like, let's say even if you say, oh, I only want 10% of my portfolio in stable coins, that's cool. But you got to promise yourself, you go, I only use this when it's literally everybody's calling for the end and everybody's like, it's over, it's over, it's over. If you wait for those moments, you leave that 10% on the side, you do very well. In the other news as well, the Bitcoin ETF inflows have risen, friends, and there's slowing of the data of outflows. But I can't believe I have to tell them this. You're reading the data wrong. You are telling me there's buyers coming in at the top, and you're telling me it's bullish. No. Okay. When you have all these people buying an ETF and stuff, friends, this is not what you want to see. You want to see no buying. That's what you want to see. You don't want to see selling. You just want to see nothing. Like, oh, that's weird. What does that mean? It means the market doesn't want to accept this price because you don't have weak hands in. That's what you actually want to see. No volume. You know, the tops, friends, is the most amount of volume is done at the tops. That's exactly what we're seeing right now. We're seeing like extreme GBTC and all these spikes on this volume. Now, of course, look, if you want this instant gratification, you're not going to get it because most people are looking for, oh, go back down, right? And other people are looking for up. Well, what if we just get a sideways rinse and then you get a dump? That's actually the worst part. Remember, I've been telling you, friends, what's everybody want? We all want the Band-Aid rip. You all want zombie virus. Sweet, go down, print money. Sweet, go up only. That's what you want. Why? Because you're familiar with that. Because that's what happened last cycle. Markets don't do that for you, man. They don't give it to you like that. I hope they do. But on average, they don't. On average, your biggest fear is what they give. I'm serious when it comes to that. Now, we're going to get an alt season, hopefully. But after that point, what's the biggest fear? The biggest fear is a slow burn. Imagine that. That's the biggest fear, friends. The biggest fear is literally a slow burn. What slow burn mean? Lower highs, range mode, unable to move out. And I'll show it to you on the index chart. So this is just a total crypto market cap. So biggest fear, right? Remember, this is the same chart pattern for others, but it's all just different numbers, okay? Because you got to include or disinclude Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever. So biggest fears, we go up here, and then what's everyone want? We all want a continuation like that. That's what we all want. That's the 4-year cycle. Our biggest fear is no. That's actually the biggest fear. Like this slow burn, this like 6 months of sideways thing. I don't know if we're going to get it. I hope we don't get it, but just be on the lookout for that. And you really can't do anything about it now. Like you're already turbo long with me. So what do we really do? It just means when euphoria comes, there is a scenario where we get booty slaps. That's it. That scenario is exactly as I've shown you. Hey, what about it? Like we got so euphoric, but that's the thing, man. How euphoric we're going to get. Like it could literally be, friends, by the way, it could be that mass euphoria. It only comes in the last 4 weeks before they cut rates. It could be around end of May to beginning of June. It could literally be it. It's something you're always looking at because no one else is looking at, but there's no guarantees in this game at all. We're just guessing. I reported this to you yesterday, right? Franklin Templeton have filed for an Ethereum Spot ETF. They have 1.5 trillion assets under management. We would like this to be delayed till April 2025. Give it to us to April 2025. Give everybody something to look forward to. Because if they give it to you right now, it's really bad. Really, really bad. Or, you never know, they might like front run Altseason and even give us a bigger burst. But that'll just be something to think about if it does happen. We just got to be ready, okay? Just to let you know, okay? In case you ain't watching, yes. If they're going to give us an Ethereum Spot ETF so close to Bitcoin Spot ETF, you go, oh, yep, you guys are planning something. You guys are planning something. The government's planning something in the background. 100% guaranteed they are, but you won't know what it is they're planning until we crash down and then they release all the bad news. If they're doing an Ethereum and a Bitcoin Spot ETF, friends, I'm not kidding. It might be they're really planning to ban self-custody. Not even joking, okay? So that's probably what it is. And by the way, all those little bitches who are buying on this Bitcoin ETF, they're going to be selling into my strong hands while begging the government to go ban self-custody because they're down 30% or whatever it is they're down. And then I'm going to have to be buying and making all the videos here for you, telling you, guess what? you can't ban me from knowing 12 or 24 words in my head, because that's literally what you're trying to do. It doesn't work, okay? So that's the type, we're always trying to think steps ahead, okay? Because right now, we're just turbo long to the gills. Now, friends, you read this. The Block and Wintermute announced a crypto index. Now, these two institutions, I mean, just no respect for them. No one in the crypto industry respects them, The Block and Wintermute. Wintermute, if I showed you, I have made posts on this, I made videos on it, every single coin they're associated with just dumps into oblivion. These guys, they take any OTC order, they just go dump the crap out of every coin, and it's just pure manipulation. I don't even know how these people are around, to be honest. All these people, it's fake media. The Block is fake media. Winter Poop is also just fake market maker or trash. Okay? What I mean by fake is just they're vultures. Okay, vultures, snakes. Don't worry about them. Okay. Now, speaking of snakes, Thiel. That's right. Thiel. Thiel shielded Bitcoin at the top and then immediately dumped it behind everyone's backs. He's now invested $200 million in crypto across various insider projects that we can't get due to being outsiders. Look at this post, friends. Look, I made this post on literally February 14th, 2023. This is, friends, look at me. I have been calling out snakes and scammers since the very start. You know why? Because they scammed me. I hate them. I literally hate them. They have an agenda. Okay, they're scum. They're soy boys, pencil necks, scum. I don't like them. Stop feeding me counter information. They're basically psyops. I don't like that at all. You know who does that? The government. Okay, I don't like it. So I'm not going to shut my mouth. And these people do it and they get caught over and over again. It is what it is. Now, I don't get angry about them because they're just going to keep playing the game. I'm just here to tell you, hey, you want to come to high value? Here we go. High value, no mastermind, none of these other bullshit, $10,000 membership subscription fees. Sweet, it's here. This is your chance to make it. Look what this guy was doing, by the way. I'm going to read you this quote. Look what he said. October 2021, the literal Bitcoin top. Okay, let me show you. Right here, friends, this is the Bitcoin top. You see that chart? Right up here. Okay, this is his speech. Okay, you see that? Bang. Before that, I'm just going to show you what he said. Up there, he says he felt he was definitely underinvested in Bitcoin. He suggested he initially had hesitation because he thought the secret was already known. And then he goes, I think the answer is still to go long on Bitcoin. Oh, you must be a believer, right? Look what happens later. We end up finding out his firm filed public record. They made $1.8 billion from dumping their Bitcoin, literally at the top. As he went out, Bitcoin Miami, he goes, man, this thing is just, I'm so underexposed to Bitcoin. Wow. Literally on the plane home, probably going to Epstein's Island or something, grabs the phone and says, sell me $1.8 billion, right? Literally as I lie publicly to everyone. Who are you, bro? Who are you? See, I don't like this game. I don't like these people. You do this, you're scum. I don't care who you are. I don't care you donate to charity. I don't care if you cure cancer, you're scum. Okay, I don't like people lying. You understand that? That's disgusting. Let me tell you something. If Peter Thiel had an employee who said, hey, I'm buying this, and then Peter bought with him, and then he dumped on him, he'd fire him. Okay, he'd fire him, he'd probably get the guy dead, probably put him 6 feet under. So if it's not okay for employees to do it to you, why do you think it's okay for you to lie to me? They're scum. Here I am calling it out. By the way, why didn't this gain traction? Because it was a bear market, friends. Look when I'm calling it out. Feb 2023. How many times do we have to get backstabbed before we finally say enough is enough? He told everyone he was definitely underinvested. Then he dumps it on all the people. You see, there's going to be more of these, but just snakes everywhere. The whole industry is just full of subhuman filled snakes adding no value. They get in, people front run them. They told them, golly gee, we're going up to the moon. Literally goes on a phone call, says, yeah, get rid of everything. I don't like them, man. You know what I do like, though? I like real DeFi. PulseX, friends. PulseX has hit 3.42%. It's now bought and burned 699 billion of PulseX. Look at this. Oh, we just ticked 700, friends. We just ticked live right now. You saw it. We just ticked up to 700 billion PulseX bought off the market. That's crazy, man. You want to know how much that's worth today? You can actually, friends, you know what you like to do? There's a little button here. See, showing coins, showing USD. Click in, showing USD. Look at this, $40 million bought. So that's everybody in the casino. That's Mr. B Roots and Teddy Bear and Pete I and all the volume. You know, all the volume and the memes and the altcoins there. That's also with Buck and Fame and all the other leverage trading. All of those things, cross-hedging, swapping around, the Euphoria ecosystem. Now we've even got Gophers. Think about every single thing that participates on there. The fee through the liquidity and all the swaps goes to go and buy it. I love it, right? You're owning the casino. It's exactly what you want. Because you're owning PulseX, it just gets more scarce. PulseX it's the only coin you can actually time lock with Maddie Allen's time pays me. Okay, if you wanted to put, let's say you put 1% of your bags, you go, hey, you know what? Let me just send it out to myself 10 years, just 1%. Like, now I'm saying to do any of that, but I'm just saying this, you could do it because the protocol's buying it off you, okay, all that time. And with Pulse PLS, there's inflation from the validator yields. And with Hex, you have to stake natively, okay? So that's just something to think about when it comes, and other coins as well, there's usually inflation or something they want you to do, but PulseX doesn't. But obviously, if there is single-side stake and brought out later on, you miss out on that. But it just gives you an idea of how powerful it is. But think about it, I mean, Bitcoin, you didn't need to mine Bitcoin at the start. It still grew heaps. Same as Ethereum. Ethereum was inflating 15% per year at the very, very beginning. Its inflation was big. It's just that the growth was much bigger. So where to from now? Well, we still have the Bitcoin for you fractal, friends. We're exactly where we are right now. Now, there's just some people out here, friends, are being a bit naughty. Look, they generally think that because this distance exists, that we are not following and we're gonna go up to the upside, like Habib. You know, these things, they're not exact. They're not 100% exact. If you understand, it's just you're looking for just this a wave up. It's possible we just go down like this, and then now what? Now what? And everyone's gonna be going, don't worry, we're gonna go up, and then snap. What if that happens? You see what I mean? You got to be ready for everything. You got to be ready for everything, friends. It's not about being right. It's just about making money no matter what. And you know that if the euphoria comes, you're going to have to do something because there's too many weak hands along with you, okay? Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, all. Catch you soon.